Part 4 of the end of unit case project for Excel is very similar to Part 3. We are going to click on the Denver inventory worksheet, which is right here, and I've already clicked on it. And we need to enter the total items in stock with the row or the column of quantity in stock. So to do that, it's very similar to what we just did. We're going to click on B4. We're going to come up here to the Formulas tab, and we're going to go over to the top portion of the Auto Sum button. Click it, and let's click A14. Let's scroll down to the bottom, Shift, and click A87 and hit Enter. Also, if you want to do it the other way, we can do the top portion of Auto Sum, A14 colon A87, enter. The next thing it wants us to do is to format this with the comma style with no decimals. So highlight B4, let's go to the Home tab, come over here to the number category, over here to the comma style, go ahead and click it, and then let's remove the decimals, so 1 and 2. Next, we need to do the average, median, lowest, and highest price. And it's just like we did on the Seattle inventory. We're going to click B5, come up to Formulas, go to More Function, click on Statistical, and let's go to Average. And again, this pop-up box will pop up, and you can either do B4, actually I'm sorry, D14 and scroll down and then select D87, or you can enter D14 colon D87. It's whatever your preference is. And then let's go do the median price. Same way. More function, statistical. Let's find median. Click on D14, scroll down to D87, click OK. For lowest priced, same thing, more functions, statistical. Let's go to min for minimum, and we'll do D14 colon D87. Okay. Now let's do highest priced, more function, statistical, and max. D14 colon D87. And then let's click OK. Now we need to apply the account number format to average, median, lowest, and highest price. So let's go ahead and select these four. Let's go to the Home tab. Over here to the number category, the $ is the accounting number format. Next, we need to use the COUNTIF function to find all of the skiing items that are located in the F columns. To do this, just like we did for Seattle, we are going to select B10, and we are going to come up to the Formulas tab, click on More Functions, click on Statistical, and let's go down to COUNTIF. And we need to select our range, which is going to be F14 through F87. And the criteria we are searching for is skiing. Let's go ahead and hit OK. And you should have the number 8 and the number of ski products. Now we need to enter a function to determine if we need to order more items or if the items we have in stock are at an okay level. So just like we did in Seattle, we are going to come over here to the G14 tab, which is under stock level. We are going to go up here to the Formulas tab under logical, and we're going to go to the If tab. Logical test is going to be A14, the less than sign, type in 50. If true, we're going to type in the word order. If false, we're going to type in OK. Go ahead and hit the button OK. And using the fill handle, let's go ahead and slide this formula all the way down to 87. Let's go ahead and save our work. Okay, and now we are going to apply the conditional formatting to the stock level column for the cells that contain the word order. Now, if you recall, for Seattle, we are going to go ahead and make sure your G14 through G87 column is selected. And we are going to go to the Home tab, come over here to Conditional Formatting, highlighted Cell Rules, then go over to Text That Contains, go ahead and click it, and we are looking for the word order, and we need to change it to the color dark blue accent 3. So we're going to go down to Custom Format, and we need to apply bold italic, and for the color we're going to do the dark blue accent 3. Click OK, and then click OK. The next thing we need to do is to apply a light blue gradient fill data bars in the quantity in stock column. So let's come over here to A14. Let's select all of the cells in A through A87. Come back on over here to conditional formatting, and then data bars. Under gradient fill, we're going to click blue data bars. Next, we need to enter a table with headers using the range A13 through G87. So let's go ahead and select our range. Let's scroll up. It's A13 through G87. And let's go to Insert, and over here there is a button for Table, and make sure your selection My Table Has Headers button is selected. Go ahead and click OK. Next it says Apply Table Style Light 9. So we are going to come up here to Table Styles, click More, and we are going to find style number 9. Okay, so Table Style Light 9. Go ahead and select that. Next, it says to sort the retail price column from smallest to largest. So let's go ahead and deselect that. Scroll up a little bit. And on the retail price column, let's click this arrow. And right here where it says sort smallest to largest, let's go ahead and select that. Now we need to apply the filter to the table on the sports column to display the skiing types. So let's come here to the sports column, which is column F. Click the drop down box, deselect the one that says select all, and reselect the one that says skiing, and click OK. Now we need to display the total row in the table. To do this, let's click anywhere in the table so the table is selected. Come up here to the Design Table tool, and right below it you'll see the button for Total Row. Go ahead and click that, and you will see it displays an A88. Go ahead and click A88, and it will give you a arrow for a drop-down box. Go ahead and click that drop-down box, and let's click the button called Sum. You will see the sum is 353. Let's go ahead and type in 353, and B11, which is ski quantity in stock. Now we need to remove the total row and we need to clear the sports filter. So to remove the total row, let's click on A88, come up to the Table Tools Design tab and deselect total row. And then on sports, come down to this little drop down box area and go ahead and deselect skiing and select all and click OK. And let's go ahead and save our work. Next, we need to change the print titles so that row 13 appears at the top of each page. And then we need to change the orientation to landscape. To do this, go ahead and click on the Page Layout tab and go to Print Titles. And on the field that says Rows to Repeat at top, go ahead and click row 13. Verify that row 13 was entered into the field. Go ahead and click OK. Then let's move up to Orientation and then let's select Landscape. For this next step, we are going to coordinate the Seattle and Denver information into the Inventory Summary worksheet. So let's go ahead and click on the Inventory Summary worksheet. And let's do Seattle first. So on Seattle, in B4 for total items in stock, let's click the equal sign. Then let's come over to Seattle Inventory. Click on B4, which is total items in stock, and go ahead and click enter. And as you can see, the total items in stock for Seattle is now right here. So let's do the same thing for the average price. So let's go ahead and click it, equals, let's go to Seattle, click on the average price, which is B5, enter. The median price, so let's do the equal sign. Come over to Seattle, click on B6, hit enter. For lowest price, equals, come over to Seattle, let's click on B7, hit enter. And then the highest price, we'll do the equal sign, go over to Seattle, click on B8, hit enter. And now let's do Denver. So go ahead and click on C5, hit equals. Let's come over to Denver. The total items in stock, which is B4, go ahead and click enter. So let's do it for average price, equals. Let's come over to Denver. Click on B5, hit enter. On median price, let's click equals. Come over to Denver, click on B6, hit enter. On lowest price, let's do equals, come over to Denver's worksheet, click on B7, hit enter. Now on highest price, let's do equals, come over to Denver, click on highest price, which is B8, and click enter. The next thing is to make sure that the numbers are formatted correctly. The total items in stock is supposed to have the comma style, and the rest of the numbers are supposed to be in the accounting number format. Now mine is already done like that just normally, but in case yours is not, let's go ahead and select B and C5. And on the Home tab, we'll come over to comma and make sure the comma style is selected and no decimal styles are there. On the remaining numbers, the same thing. Make sure you're on the Home tab, click on the $sign for the accounting number format, and you should be good to go. Now we need to change the orientation to portrait, and we need to add our footer, and we need to center the worksheet horizontally. So let's go ahead and go to Page Layout, click on the Page Setup, Make sure your portraits option is selected. Let's go to margins and let's center the page horizontally, and let's enter our footer by going to header footer, custom footer, and on the left section entering the file name. Click OK, click OK, and let's go ahead and save. Let's click back onto the Denver inventory worksheet and let's get our footer entered into, our file name entered into the footer. So let's go to page layout, page setup, go to header/footer, custom footer, and the left section, let's enter the file name, click OK, click OK. And again, you'll notice I have the spacing issue, so my worksheet is off the page. So I'm going to, again, just adjust these columns just a little bit to try to get it all on one page. There we go. Now let's make sure that I didn't cut anything off. Nope. All right, let's go ahead and do the click the print preview and go ahead and compare yours to the example. Mine looks like the example, so if yours looks like mine, then we are done with the Denver worksheet. Let's go ahead and click Home, and then let's click on the Inventory Summary worksheet and click the Print Preview and compare yours to the example. If yours looks like mine, then we are good for the next step.